It's been 80 years of popcorn, peanuts, and pleasing the crowds for the III Shrine Circus. And even in the shadow of the Ringling Brothers announcing it's folding its tent forever this May, this show goes on. Michael Schlesinger meets the ringmaster and performers dedicated to bringing awe and amazement to audiences in Milwaukee.
We present quality family entertainment. It's not a different type of circus. It has animals, it has clowns, it has great performers, and it's a Milwaukee tradition.
III ringmaster Bruce Nelson says the patrons demand it, and this is what they get year after year. And in his belief, this family fun tradition will never vanish as long as people keep attending.
Now talk about the proceeds, the money raised. Where does that go?
That goes to maintain our fantastic facility on 30th and Wisconsin, as well as it also gives us funds to do community outreach.
It's a fun life.
So says Cousin Grumpy. His perspective is a little different than ours. His life is the circus. He races pigs and trains them to be part of the show. This was actually a new experience at this year's event.
People still like to see live entertainment. They love to see the performing animals. And our particular animals, we adopt all the pigs when they're babies. We get them maybe a week or maybe 10 days old. We raise them on a baby bottle. They live in the house with us. We bond with them. They live out their entire lives with our family. So it's a bonding thing. It's fun. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of commitment. But you know what? It's fun.
While a lot of what he does is for entertainment, he says there's a lesson to be learned about his animals.
They don't perspire. That's part of the reason they roll in the mud. They're very clean animals. They don't perspire. They don't smell bad. They're easier to housebreak than a dog. They are very, I say they don't even have a natural bad odor about them. I know it's just hard to believe to go, all those stinky pigs, but it's really just, they don't really smell bad. Studies claim they're fourth in intelligence of all animals. So some maybe pick stuff up a little quicker than others, but they can all be trained.
Are you scared of heights at all?
I used to be.
How did you get over that?
I did a lot of this.
Another circus performer, high on the hog, so to speak, is aerialist Sierra Jones. I caught up with her during her stop in Milwaukee. She's been doing her routines for years and tells me it started with gymnastics as a young girl.
Paying attention to what I'm doing, focused. Yes.
Focus, that's smart. And what's your pose now? What do you call that?
This is called a hip key.
A who?
A hip key.
Hip key, okay. You realize I probably can't catch you if you fall, but
It's
I'll
okay.
try. I'll try. I
It's
swear.
okay.
Do you spin around constantly? Does that ever get you dizzy, or you ever get motion sickness from that?
No, I'm pretty used to it.
Okay, now what are you doing?
This is just a sitting pose.
You make it look very simple. Wow, look at that, bravo. You make that look so simple.
Thank you.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
Just run away and join the circus.
Someone else who's part of the act is Bardo Garcia. He considers himself performer, daredevil, and stuntman. He's the guy who handles the Wheel of Destiny. It's a pendulum apparatus with wheels going some 40 feet in the air.
Total focus.
As with you, what's the hardest thing about what you did on the Wheel of Destiny?
Trying to stay on it without
Without falling.
off. Yeah.
Is the jump rope extra hard? Is that like a little added bonus?
It is. It is very difficult because you're trying to walk, stay, and no te hagas muy para atrás. You're trying to walk, stay in a pattern, and then you got to jump over that obstacle that's in the way. So it makes it a little more difficult.
Well, Bardo, you are a wonderful performer.
Garcia admits he comes from 8 generations of circus performers and was doing a comedy trampoline act with his family when he was only 4. And then he moved on to bigger and taller things, like the wheel. He's been doing this more than a quarter of a century.
How do you do it?
Very carefully. Very carefully. Years of practice. The first time I ever went on the wheel, I was 9 years old. I practiced approximately 10 years before I was able to perform for a live, audience. I've been doing it now, over, I don't want to say my age. I'm a little old.
But no matter how old you are, if you come to see the performance or are part of it, like the jugglers and the clowns, you never cease to be amazed at what you'll see.